You look at each of these teams' rosters. Lots of guys who have spent tons of time in the league, Brent.
And these guys know each other so well, B.A. Whether it's this team or playing on other teams, they've seen these faces. They recognize the moves. We'll see tonight who can outthink the other.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Booker. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Morris on the wing, covered by Crowder. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Bridges. And it's Phoenix's ball. Inside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And they're running. George, a deep 3. And the Clippers miss again.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's George. Here's Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Here's Paul. Outside Booker. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Here's Crowder. No luck on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Morris. It's deflected.
Well, more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
Booker finds Ayton. Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
George, a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Hits a 3-pointer.
It's great when CP3 extends his range like this. It's just going to pull the defense out further.
Knocked away. To the middle. The alley-oop finishes off the mark.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Here's Zubac. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Zubac has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Jackson, pass to Leonard. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
The Suns leading. Crowder with it. Guarded now by Morris. Crowder goes in, and Crowder with the jam.
Don't see that much from Crowder off the bounce and attacking to make the score.
Jackson down low, covered by Crowder, and here's Zubac outside. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And for the Clippers, their shooting has not been great early, just 27%. For 3, George. Phoenix grabs the miss.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And the Clippers with the ball, trailing by 5. Pass to Zubats. Kicks it to George. The three. And they get it back. Leonard passes to George. Back to Leonard. And the Suns pushing it up now.
Phoenix foul. Mikal Bridges. First personal foul.
With Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff.
George for three. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Three-pointer, Bridges. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
3 points.
Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to...
And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark. Here's Booker. And it's Phoenix with another.
It's so dangerous from the mid-range. Booker's feel is uncanny.
George outside. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Leonard. Back to George. No one near him. Unable to get that one. And Phoenix the other way now.
Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? And you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense. CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
For three, George. Offensive rebound.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Booker fires from way outside. The rebound by Jackson. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
George's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Crowder against Morris. Back to Crowder. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. The Clippers trail. Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Bridges. Here's George. Out to Leonard. The three ball. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, you give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Jackson against Paul. Right side Booker. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Paul against George. Paul passes to Booker. No good with the triple.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
George's shot is off.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, It looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. 1:02 left in the first half. And here's Crowder from the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got rebound number 7 tonight. Jackson, the pass to George. Morris with it, now guarded by Crowder. And so the ball out of bounds. Morris touched it last. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Crowder. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Paul. From behind the arc. He drops it from range. Paul's got 8.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Looking to get it going. And the play by George as he finishes it off for 2.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Outside Paul. 4 seconds left. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
When you guard CP3, you just can't allow him to do whatever he wants. He's just too good.
Paul hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's Phoenix. They lead by
Your Clippers, 16. The Suns, 27.
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Chris Paul having a dominant impact in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
George, no good. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
For three, George. The rebound by Bridges.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one. And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Leonard for three. And Chris Paul clears it away. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Jackson finds Zubac. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Zubac has got 10.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
On the wing, Crowder. Out to Bridges. Second shot opportunity. Aiden, no good. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it.
Suns basketball.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Outside for Booker. Shoots over George. Booker no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Leonard passes to Jackson. The kick out to Morris. Crowder with a steal. And they're on the run. Throws it up high. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. 5 to shoot. Sends it home from three-point land. Booker's got 11 points in the quarter.
And there's not a thing you can do against Devin Booker when he's heating up like this.
Here's Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Jackson against Paul. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Leonard. Shoots over Bridges. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Outside Booker. From deep. Booker missing again.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
George passes to Jackson. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid three-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
Outside Paul. Crowder outside. Driving in over Morris. Crowder, that's good. And the Suns lead by 19.
Getting bumped after the shot, no problem for Jay Crowder.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Booker to get it again. And Aiden gets it to go. And he's now got the double-double.
Aiden's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
George, a deep 3. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Leonard with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. There's Jackson with the 3. And Aiden pulls it down. Aiden's... Bridges against Leonard. Pass to Paul. And here's Booker. Pulls up at the elbow. No luck on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. For 3, George. It's hauled in by the Suns. Aiden's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Outside Paul. Back to Bridges. Pass to Booker. Launches a three. Back to Bridges. And here's Booker, defended by Jackson from deep three-point range. Booker no good. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Jackson can't get it to go. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And he lobs it up to the rim. Outside for Booker. From deep. And the Suns get it back. Bridges outside. There's the triple. Counted from distance.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Leonard on the wing. Looking to end the drought. Sinks the tray.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And Booker with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Leonard for three. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Ayton passes to Paul. Bridges outside. Takes a three. And the Suns get it back. Back to Paul. Lets the three fly. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And the dunk by Jackson.
And Jackson good in transition. I love the hustle on that play.
Paul passes to Booker. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Morris against Crowder. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Suns.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. 27 seconds left in the fourth. And the Suns miss again. Jackson outside. Out to the wing. Zubac passes to Morris. Clippers keep it alive. George, a deep three. Misses the deep three-point attempt. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have. We're anticipating a high-scoring affair in this one. Doris, a lot of offense. Both these teams are very dangerous shooting the ball.
Which is an absolute pleasure for you and I and the fans. Offense obviously sells tickets. To me, the interesting point, which defense is able to step up and make a difference tonight?
So the opening lineup for the Sun. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Now here's Paul. And the wide open shot from Crowder. A three-pointer off the mark. Edwards against Booker. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. Launches a 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Phoenix is gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And blocked the ball with his ball. What an offensive play. Towns with it. Bridges covering. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Ball against Russell. Looking to end the run. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And it's Russell missing. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bridges kicks to Paul. Dishes to Ayton. A putback. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Here's Ayton. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards drives in. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Reed. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Paul. In the corner, Crowder with it.
2 minutes
Back to
remaining.
Paul.
2 minutes.
Pass to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell inside, defended by Paul. Reed misses. Suns trail by 7.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
They set the pick. Edwards passes to Reed. Crowder with the steal. Russell against Paul. Gobert pulls it in. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
And here is Paul. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Bridges dishes to Booker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Russell with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now, here's Reed. Defended by Paul. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bridges. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Russell passes to Gobert. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Edwards.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Towns is out there with Reed. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here is Paul after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. And here is Paul. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, you'd think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Pass to Reed. Out to Edwards. Here's Gobert. And there's the pass to Reed. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Russell, no luck. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 3.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Now, here is Russell. The 3. It's good from long range. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Russell is continuing to develop that deep perimeter shot. He's got to continue to be a factor from there.
Here's Paul. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 5. Out to Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lets it go from 14. Towns with the steal. Reed with it. He's against Crowder. Reed gets the bucket.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Suns trail by 4. Ball outside. Driving the lane. And the rejection by Town. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now, here's Reed. And the shot is long.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Ayton stays with it.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Russell looking around. Deflects the pass and taken away by Paul. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bridges outside. On the wing, Booker. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Booker. Reed with the block. Here's Russell. Up and in on the layup. And that's now 7 points for D'Angelo Russell. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Here's Paul driving to the basket. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Reed. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Devin Booker.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Goes back up. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Booker looking around. Phoenix no good that time either. And we finished one half of basketball. Minnesota on top. Thanks, David. And we'll be back.
25. The Suns. 17.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Towns. He's really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it they've kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
And here's Booker after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Minnesota leading by 9. The drive by Russell. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now, here is Russell. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Just 5 on the clock. Towns dishes to Gobert.
Well, you can see he's an improving defensive presence, right? DeAndre Ayton has got to commit and do what it takes.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Suns trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Here's Reed following the basket by Chris Paul. Russell passes to Gobert, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Suns trail by 7. Paul outside. Booker at the elbow. Back to Paul. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside, Towns. That three off the mark. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Crowder, the pass to Ayton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
DeAndre Ayton, a quality free throw shooter, so you love to see him create opportunities to get there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now, here is Russell. 10 points for him. Edwards looking it over. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Suns trail by 6. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Booker with no one around. And again, it's the Suns missing. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And here is Paul after D'Angelo Russell hitting the three. Paul is doubled. He feeds it to Booker. And a dunk by Booker.
Be always aware, Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
This is it to Edwards. Russell from long range. The shot will not fall. And Phoenix the other way now. 1:15 left in the third quarter of the game. The kick out to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
Russell against Paul. Fires the three. Timberwolves keep it alive. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea idea what got into his head right there.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now, here is Russell. 13 points in the game. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Paul. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
Russell against Paul. On the wing, Booker. Ooh, the double clutch. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Well, Devin Booker's ability to put an offense on his back is huge for any organization. His willingness to absorb and embrace responsibility is so crucial.
Now, here is Russell. Towns, high post. Here's Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 7 points.
Well, you can see Karl Anthony Towns now is beyond just looking for his own shot. He's understanding, let me make the guys around me feel good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
2 on the clock. And the dunk by Towns.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 7. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
So we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Nazgul. And it's Towns in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Towns. And here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everything.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Minnesota.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Edwards finds Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Right side Towns with the shot. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Paul. Booker in the corner. Back to Paul. 6 to shoot. Reverses. The shot. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Edwards kicks to Towns. Crowder with the steal. Booker in the corner. Back to Crowder. Down low. Here's Paul. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes the That's just easy picking, sending it back.
And stolen by Russell. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Good work there as it goes. And now it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Left side, Towns. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Ayton finds Paul. Bridges outside. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
Both free throws good from Bridges. Minnesota leading by 10. Now Russell. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And this is what D'Angelo Russell does out here, right? He's a dynamic scorer who doesn't lack for confidence.
Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Booker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns. Outside Edwards. And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now from past the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
At the top of the key, Reed. Russell passes to Reed. Fires it up. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for D'Angelo Russell.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Reed. Bridges with the board. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Outside Edwards. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it.
set to clash here tonight, Smitty.
Yes, both sides understand that the best rebounding teams are the ones that do it by committee, BA. And if you can control the boards, you can control the game.
Now here's Morant. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Aiden in at the center position. And the basket by Bane.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Here's Paul. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Aiden, no good.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Back to Morant. Fires for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. It's Bridges on the wing. Brooks defending. Crowder, the pass to Booker. The 3. Suns keep it alive. Outside Paul. Second chance shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA, I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Inside, Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Shot from the wing. Misses off the left iron.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Booker for 3. And it's Booker again missing. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. And he's going for the oop here. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And that one's good. Morant.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Booker. Adams against Aiden. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Memphis trailing here. There's a minute 47 left in the first. From deep, Morant. From deep, Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bane needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Here's Paul. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And a deep 3 from Paul.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Jack's up at 3. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Crowder goes in. And Crowder with the jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul passes to Bridges. Throw it down on the lob.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Outside Morant. Shoots over Paul. And another miss by Memphis. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And there's the lob. Hey, great communication on the lob.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mikal Bridges.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
That one's no good.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Here's Paul. Up and in on the layup. Paul's gotten his second bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Morant. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Hits the trifecta. Morant's got 7.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Ja Morant picks one up.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. Brooks from outside. And Chris Paul clears it away. And he's going for the lob. And Booker with the jam.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
The Suns leading. Ayton inside. Jackson on him. Here's Bridges. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. The 3 from Bane. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
This is why Desmond is out there to shoot and to shoot often.
Outside Paul. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. No good with the tip. Bane with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Brooks from outside. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Oh, Brooks with the steal. On the wing, Brooks fires the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Paul. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Morant. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
One of the best passes we've ever seen. Paul on time and on point.
Outside Morant, pass to Bane. Back to Morant. And the layup falls. Morant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Outside Paul with the drive. Oh, the swat by Adams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Now here's Paul. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Aiden. Shot clock at 6. Crowder goes in. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Crowder's got 6.
Jay Crowder often stays out on the perimeter but sees the opening and quickly takes advantage.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside Morant, back to Brooks. Wide open. And that one's long.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense. Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
There's 42 seconds left in the second. Morant with it. 11 points in the game. There's the drive. Doesn't go for him. The Suns have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Here's Booker. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Adams. Morant against Paul. Morant, the pass to Bane. Takes the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 rebounds now. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8.
The Suns, 27.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Ja Morant can beat you with the pass or the shot.
Down low. And Booker with the jam.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Bane, the pass to Adams. 5 on the clock. A good look from Bane. Nails the wide open jumper. Bane's got 10 points.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Paul passes to Bridges. Paul with it. He's picked up by Bane. Here's Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Morant. Ayton with the defensive effort.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Booker, good.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Here's Jackson following the score by Phoenix. That one off the back iron and out. It's tipped. To the paint. And here's Morant. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Ayton. That one goes in. He's got 6.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Crowder with a steal. And now the Suns fast break.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And it's Morant off the drive. Pass to Bane. They need this. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
His team hasn't picked up the slack, but he's doing everything he can do to win this game for them.
Here's Paul. Here's Crowder. Launches it. Sinks the tray. Crowder's got 9.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more 3-pointers than 2-pointers.
Here's Morant. Kept alive. Outside for Brooks. Let's go with a 3. That one is off.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Booker.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
That free throw good from Booker.
Shooting for Phoenix, Devin Booker. At the line for 2.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:09 left in the third quarter here. Morant finds Bane. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Crowder left side. Pass to Bridges. Paul with it. Back to Crowder. Here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Corner shot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Impeccable timing from the towering big man. Ayton is someone you must box out, or this is what happens.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13 to end the run. Oh, Paul with the block. And the Suns pushing it up now. Crowder right side. Pass to Booker. Over Bane. Booker can't get it to go. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. He made a big impact, scoring 12.
Please give a big round of applause.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
Outside for Booker. From deep 3-point range. And they'll get another chance. And he lobs it up. Back to Ayton. Pass to Bridges. From deep. The shot misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Bane to the middle. Stolen by Bridges. Here's Crowder. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Suns lead by 20. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Here he goes. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Crowder with a steal.
Grizzlies foul. Desmond Bain. First personal foul.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Up top, Paul, pounded by Morant. And here's Crowder from the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson on the wing, covered by Crowder. To the paint, deflects the pass. Oh, stolen by Morant. Booker against Bain. Crowder with a steal. Bridges left side. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And the dunk by Jackson.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Crowder outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Booker. Back to Crowder. Shoots over Jackson. And it's Crowder missing. The Grizzlies have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. And stolen by Bridges. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's the fast break. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Brooks' mental game, great anticipation on that steal.
Bridges outside. Outside Booker. Back to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. They get it back. Crowder outside. Outside Booker. For 3. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
It's Bridges on the wing, outside Booker. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies ball.
.29 seconds left in the game. Morant against Paul. Morant, the pass to Bain. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Adams.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Now Paul, back to Bridges. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that.
And both teams boast a lot of depth and can try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
The adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at point guard.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Paul. Booker in the corner. The tray. Kicks it out to Paul. From deep. Morris with the rebound.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here is George. And it's George finishing it off.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Paul against Jackson. Paul passes to Booker. For three, Bridges. That shot off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Leonard, no luck.
It is a shame to see a high percentage look go to waste. He'll be hearing about this one in the locker room, I'm sure.
And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
With the step back. Here's George. Back to Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make them all.
And stolen by Booker. Paul George with the steal. Jackson kicks to Leonard. This one for three. The shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Paul outside with the drive. And the wide open shot from Crowder sinks the three-pointer.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Booker from deep. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Jackson passes to Morris. Back to Jackson from outside the arc. That one's no good. 0-1 to begin the game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lou and I were able to chat. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Paul kicks it out to Booker. Over George. On the wing, Bridges. Crowder from outside. And he's good on the three ball. Crowder's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, George. Morris with a screen on Booker. George finds Morris. Outside for George. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Booker. Morris with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Bridges shot, good.
A legitimate threat to burn you from that mid-range. Bridges recognizes when he should take that shot.
On the wing, George. Defended by Booker.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And the dunk by Booker.
Just what he does, Booker getting buckets.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Suns lead by 3. And we'll get...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And defense just can't keep up with Jackson. His quickness is what ensures the success of that fast break.
A drive by Paul. Here's Bridges. And that one goes long.
He made that way more difficult than it had to be with that leaning jumper. As a result, he comes away empty.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era, and look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Booker against George. Missed inside.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Bridges dishes to Crowder. Paul with the 3. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the dish to Morris. The rejection by Paul. Booker with no one around. No good from outside.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night. How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Now here's Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He gets it in there. Paul's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
I love how creative Paul is at penetrating inside. Talented at reading angles and exploiting the holes in the D.
Right side, George. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to George. From downtown. And the 3 ball is good. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
For 3, Booker, offensive rebound, and Ayton stays with it. And the Suns lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And George kicks to Zubats. George able to finish. George has got 13.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
Stolen by Jackson. And it's George missing. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Oh, Ayton in position. And Phoenix turns it over again.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Morris against Crowder. And here's Leonard from 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. George looking over the floor. Takes it out to Leonard. Fires from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Leonard's got his second bucket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Ball passes to Booker. Looking to end his cold spell. No good off the back of the rim. LA's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Bridges with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Ayton throws it down.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Crowder with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Leonard with the steal. Oh, Morris in position, and Morris throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Stolen by Zubats. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top, up 1. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Leonard finds Zubats. In the corner, it's Morris. Up again. It's good on the putback. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Crowder from outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Booker outside. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's George. Now the pass to Zubats. Outside for Jackson. The three from Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Paul. Booker outside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. And Leonard has it in the corner. Morris against Booker. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Zubac finds Morris. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:56 left in the third. Here's George. Leonard with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder. Shot clock at 2. Man showing some terrific range.
3-point field
Now
goal.
it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Paul with the bucket.
Doesn't come back and fire threes very often. Paul answers that time.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Passes it to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Offline with his 3. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 13-3 run. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Suns trail by 8. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Paul passes to Booker. Paul against Jackson. Paul kicks to Booker. Over George. Booker no good. Jackson with it. With 2 seconds left. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats.
And please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem form, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Morris, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. Booker at the elbow. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. It's deflected and taken away by Paul. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Nobody near Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers. Bridges finds Booker. Back to Bridges. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And perhaps the best defender in the NBA. Leonard's huge hands and quick instincts help him grab a ton of steals.
Paul dishes to Crowder. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Morris. George with the ball. Out guarded by Crowder and taken away by Paul. On the wing, Booker takes the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George trying to break free. And there's Jackson on the assist by George.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
With 3, Booker. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. The pass to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Poked away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers leading by 13. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Score the basket is 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Ayton finds Crowder. Ball outside. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by Booker. Now the Clippers with it. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. George from deep three-point land. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Suns trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Booker fires from way outside. Phoenix no good that time either.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Leonard with the screen on Paul. Oh, Leonard in position. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Well, he's not the tallest guy on the roster, but man, can he board or what?
Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Ayton. Now Paul. On the wing, Booker. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Booker's got it back down to within single digits for Phoenix. And so Los Angeles takes the win. And in the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. Now here's Russell. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside Paul. On the take. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Russell. Edwards, the pass to Russell, and the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Pass to Towns. Basket's good. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Russell, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Crowder from the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
The 3 from Russell. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Paul. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls on him.
Paul hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Outside Russell. Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. And Ayton with the stuff.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Up top, Edwards. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Russell, that's good.
And, you know, this has become a real weapon for Russell now, and it's because he's worked hard on his shot.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Stolen by Bridges. McDaniels against Booker. Ayton with it. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Gobert. Crosses over. Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Here's Paul. Outside for Booker. Tries the spin move. Edwards pulls it in. Outside Russell. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Suns ahead, up 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Gobert finds Edwards. They get it back. It's McDaniels on the wing. It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Ayton. And here they come. Here's Booker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Here's Booker, and he makes it on the layup. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
On the wing, Noel. Pass to Anderson. Back to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Crowder. Now here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Reed to screen on Paul. Out to the right wing. Prince with the bucket. Prince has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Blocking foul called on Nazgul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Naz Reid. Just 4 to shoot. And Booker, here we go. And it's blocked. Stolen by Bridges.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Third team foul. At the line.
First one falls for him. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Chris Paul sets a fantastic example for younger players. I mean, CP3 defines what it means to be a pro.
Prince has checked in for McDaniels. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Russell against Paul. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
There's 1:26 left in the second period. Pass to Prince. Releases. Not enough on that one as it misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Towns for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
To the inside. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Moving it up. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ball passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
And a deep 3 from Russell. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Goes back up. Out to Bridges. Crowder outside. Clock at 6. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. The shot by Towns, no good. The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Here's Crowder. Now Booker, guarded by Russell. The 3 is up. And there's Booker. That one's good. On the assist from Crowder. Booker's got 17 points. Russell to pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. Puts up a 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
You know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3 ball.
Pass to Booker. Inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Crowder with a steal. Outside Booker. Now Aiden. It's Booker on the wing, defended by Gobert. Here's a three from Paul. Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Gobert. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Suns timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Who's ready for t-shirt time? Get on your feet and get loud.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Edwards for three. Phoenix grabs the miss. On the wing, Crowder. 5 points in the game. Pass to Paul. Aiden inside. Prince is there. Here's the three. And it's Devin Booker with the three. Booker's got 20.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Double team on Russell. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Ayton.
They tried to thread it inside, but just too much congestion.
Edwards against Booker. Crowder outside. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
NBA, it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Paul passes to Booker. Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Lets it fly. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
The three from Russell. The offensive rebound. Gobert.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
There's 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Right side Booker. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. Plenty of space. And the Suns getting another bucket right there. 41 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
And that one falls for Towns. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Make some noise, Phoenix, for your song breaker dance crew. All right, fans, I need you to give it up for your song break dance crew. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, youth dancing. Another big cheer for your son, youth dancing. Make some noise. T-shirt time, everyone. Let's go.
There's 21 seconds left in the third.
Here to get loud for your son.
Bridges finds Paul. Booker with it.
I need you to give it up for your son, right there.
Ayton, the screen on Edwards. 6 to shoot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's Booker.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Suns on top, up 7.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Phoenix.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch pails with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Paul against Russell. Left side Paul. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Russell, the pass to Towns. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And he stays with it. Pass to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. Here's Gobert. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Incredible balance on that take. You gotta respect watching Gobert muscle his way through the defense.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Russell against Paul. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. Crowder with a screen. Booker finds Ayton. Good work defensively by Towns.
DeAndre Ayton, 4th personal foul.
Free throw is good from Russell.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Edwards against Booker. Right side Edwards. Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Russell against Paul. Pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Back to Bridges. Booker with it. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And so they foul intentionally.
3rd team foul.
Barnes on the attack. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Hayden's got 7 rebounds in the game. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Crowder. 1:52 left to play in the fourth. Now here's Paul, defended by Gobert. It's Booker on the wing, 4 on the clock. Crowder, a screen on Edwards. Booker. They get the rebound. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Takes it inside. Back to Crowder. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the over and back call is just a loss of focus.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
Paul passes to Booker. Paul against Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Fast break, Minnesota. From downtown, and he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. Outside Booker, and Booker gets double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now Crowder. Edwards comes with a double team. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. And knocks down the 3.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love it. Karl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. And Minnesota calls time here. Guys, what do you think?
This has to be a lob close enough to the basket to tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
Let's get loud, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Excited to see these two monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. To the middle, and stolen by Ayton. That's a 2 from Paul, off the left rim and out. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. The shot, no good. Paul with the defensive effort. He dishes it to Bridges. Inside. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Well, he passes to the wide open man, Bridges, developing some team chemistry. Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Booker outside. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Morant with another miss.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Booker, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bain, no good. Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good from Bridges.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's the lob to Adams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Now here's Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. To the inside. And the rejection by Morant. That's a 2 from Crowder. And the Suns miss again. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish it.
Here's Paul. Following the basket by John Morant. Paul passes to Bridges. And here's Booker, stolen by Brooks. And a wide-open look for Bain. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide-open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
And Phoenix with another turnover here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Morant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he plays with swagger, and when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw this game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Now Bain. after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Bain, no good. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Booker. And they get it. Phoenix, no good that time either. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Bain. Launches a 3. Here's Adams outside for Jackson. Over Ayton. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Bridges finds Ayton. Outside Crowder. Now Paul. Booker in the corner. Over Bain. Booker no good. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City. They've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. With the crossover. That one a little long. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Ayton dishes to Crowder. Booker in the corner. Fires for 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Floats it up there for Morant. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Shot by Crowder, no good. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Jackson.
Assisted by.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and good that time.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this, loves to attack the rim.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams, one thing, but persistence is another.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Paul, the kick out to Crowder. Booker with no one around. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass him.
Paul for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Crowder. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. And taken away by Paul. Here's Booker. Another shot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Morant against Paul. Payne for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Payne's got 9 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's Crowder on the wing. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant with the ball. Oh!
Have it out of half.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Inside. Here's Crowder. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Morant surveying the D. Misses the layup. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
Your Suns, 24. The Grizzlies, 28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. Bane, no good. Out to Morant. The pass to Bane. Here's the 3. Goes up again. Jackson in the corner. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Jackson's got 8 points.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Bridges against Brooks. Here's Ayton. Again, Phoenix.
Loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Here's Morant. Adams, the pass to Morant. Brooks with no one around. No good on the 3.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Here's Morant following the score by Phoenix. Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant kicks to Brooks. And that one, good.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
And here is Paul. He has 5. Kicks it out to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Morant with the steal. It's tipped. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. A 2-point game. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Now here's Paul. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Paul kicks to Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
For 3, Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Morant with it. He's picked up by Paul. Booker outside. Ball's knocked loose. And another turnover here by Memphis. 1:43 left to play in the third. Bridges finds Paul. And he drives in. It's tipped. Morant outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 13.
In just so many different ways Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
With the teardrop and the wide open shot from Crowder, and the Suns miss again. Memphis with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Suns trail by 8. Booker with a deep 3. John Morant grabs the rebound. And let's get your guys take now on the hustle sticks for the Grizzlies.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Here's Morant. Adams the pass to Bane. Passes it to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. No good from Booker. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Adams dishes to Jackson. All sorts of time. Good on the jump shot. That's 12 points for Jaren Jackson.
Now, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Paul, a screen on Bane. Takes a shot at the elbow, and Paul gets it to go in. 7 points in the game.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Got it off in time, and so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Suns trail by 11. Bridges passes to Paul. Jackson trying to break free. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Grizzlies shooting well. They're at 45%. Up top, Morant. Defended by Paul. And it's Morant missing. Phoenix shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And it's Paul missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Morant. From 11 feet away, the shot's good. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Now here's Booker. Paul for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. From outside the arc. That shot off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Now Morant. Over Ayton. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Loads it up there for Morant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
For 3, Booker gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Want to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker? You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Morant dishes to Jackson. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Jackson. Morant's got 16 points here in the 2nd half. Morant against Paul. On the wing, Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
1:58 left to play here in the 4th. Takes a 3. Paul's shot is off. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Shoots over Bridges. Morant with another miss. Suns trail by 18. Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. From deep 3-point range, the rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 16th rebound on the night.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Now Booker following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Paul with the ball. Booker outside. Trying to end the drought. Again, the miss by Booker. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.